As we celebrate the man who waited decades to be a monarch, spare a thought for his grandson, 11-year-old Prince George.
At just 11 years old, Prince George, the eldest son of Prince William and Kate Middleton, has grown up in the public eye and has already captured hearts worldwide. As he reaches this milestone age, Prince George has made headlines with a statement that has confirmed long-held suspicions and theories about the royal family. Here's a look at what the young royal has shared and the impact of his candid revelation. Now that he is bigger and more conscious of his surroundings, Prince George has unintentionally validated some long-held beliefs about life in the royal family. He has validated what many have believed for years, that the royal life is not just full of privilege, but also complicated customs and expectations, by making subtle but telling remarks that allude to the distinctive and somewhat constrictive lifestyle of a monarch. The degree to which Prince George already understands his duty and his candor about the things that he finds odd or difficult intrigues observers. His remarks provide the public a unique glimpse into the realities of the titles, demonstrating that even the youngest royals have a strong sense of responsibility as they grow older. According to royal insiders, George's candor is indicative of a generational change. In contrast to earlier generations, George is growing up in a time when the monarchy is being closely examined and openness is becoming increasingly important. Many people find his openness to voice their opinions, even in modest ways, about the reality of royal life to be refreshing, and it shows how the younger royals may be changing their approach to the public. Prince George appears to have gained an understanding of the intricacies of royal life despite his youth. He discussed the strict rules, manners, and expectations that were imposed on him and his siblings in recent remarks. He accepted some practices and occurrences as just the way they are, but he also described them with wonder. How firmly embedded these traditions are in their lives from an early age is revealed by this feeling of normalcy within the royal bubble. Despite their simplicity, Prince George's views support widespread concerns about the regimented style of royal family life. Formal greetings, public appearances, and clothing rules are only a few examples of the customs, rituals, and daily routines that are an integral part of their daily life and are not reserved for special occasions. Although the royal family is respected for its status, George's candor shows that even for a small boy, the responsibilities that come with it might be too much to handle. At 11, Prince George breaks silence on family secrets. Prince George, who is only 11 years old, has shared information about the royal family's personal lives that many admirers were not prepared to hear. His remarks provide a fresh viewpoint on the inner workings of the monarchy, even though they are not very spectacular secrets. He has discussed, for instance, how formality is demanded even inside the family, and how some titles are used in private. He said that he occasionally wishes he could talk to some family members more informally, since it gives a human touch to a family that frequently comes out as so remote. George's views as a young man have inadvertently shown the significance of royal procedure. According to royal insiders, George's remarks expose a family life that is controlled by custom rather than improvisation, a reality that must be hard for a young child to really comprehend. His modest disclosures strike a chord with followers who are curious about how these customs affect the family's daily interactions. The inner workings of the royal family have long been the subject of conjecture among fans and royal admirers. According to Prince George's recent remarks, the royal family members are close, yet they are distinguished from the general public by a constant sense of formality. He claims that even in the tiniest exchanges, the hierarchy within the family is visible, underscoring the particular strains they experience. The public has been enthralled by this look into George's childhood as a royal because it emphasizes the difficulties in striking a balance between strong familial ties and the rigid customs required by the monarchy. George's informal yet insightful remarks support what royal fans have long suspected. Despite their legendary status, the royal family is nevertheless constrained by antiquated customs that sometimes appear inflexible, even in their personal life. Royal life is very different from the glossy public image, as many royal enthusiasts have long thought. This view is supported by Prince George's recent remarks, in which he talks of a life that is full of obligations, expectations, and rigorous commitment to tradition. He alluded to the weight of duty that comes with being a future royal, and the strain he feels to maintain the family's image, especially at such a young age. Fans long held suspicion that there is a life of extreme pressure beneath the gloss, and glamour has been confirmed by these discoveries. Since many people are aware that the seemingly ideal life of a royal comes with its own set of difficulties, George's candor about the weight of his position has inspired empathy from the general public. In contrast to the frequently portrayed fantasy picture, his thoughts offer a realistic perspective on royal life. Prince George discussed his thoughts on growing up in the royal family, including the particular difficulties and demands he faced, and an unexpectedly mature comment. Even though he is proud of his lineage, he said that there are times when he wishes he could lead a more normal life away from the constant scrutiny and attention from the public, because it demonstrates the more personal aspect of a life that sometimes seems stiff and controlled. Supporters find resonance in this surprise revelation, because it demonstrates that even individuals who are born into luxury long for a sense of independence and uniqueness. George's openness to talk about these emotions is both refreshing and sympathetic. His remarks have spurred a wider discussion on the difficulties that the younger royal generation faces, and how they should try to strike a balance between tradition and their personal preferences. What do you think about these moments? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more intriguing content. See you in the next one.